Guys, Mr. Tavia, hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to discuss disciplined habits. What is disciplined habits? Remember, discipline is one of our core values. So these are the disciplined habits that come from having discipline. How? The agenda: positive self-talk, good versus great, world-class athletes, disciplined habits of students, winning mindset. We'll have a TED Talk at the end that you're watching your own. And the why. Because without having disciplined habits, all of these relationships and commitment and all this different stuff doesn't really matter. You need them in order to succeed. What are habits or tendency or practice that's hard to give up? They can be both good and bad. We usually think of them as bad things: chewing your fingernails, picking your nose, smoking a cigarette, but in reality, it can be good things too. This is part of self-efficacy, so if you take the longer course, you'll kind of get a little bit deeper into that. No discipline, some discipline, great discipline, the elite. Tim Kite, habits. Discipline is a choice. Behavior being, of discipline is being 5 minutes early with a notebook and a pen. Discipline leads to execution, and the outcome is hardworking, focused, and accountable culture. Discipline, habits versus winning. John Wooden, UCLA's basketball coach, won many, many, many championships, 10 and 12, last 12 years at UCLA, never mentioned winning, only those habits. Neuroplasticity, our thoughts can change the structure and functions of our brains, right? The I can't, I won't, I quit. The I can, I will, I'm committed. Thinking about even good to great, the discipline of a guy like, Bjorn Borg, who would walk on his tennis rackets, who would turn the air conditioning to a certain temperature. He would check his pulse before going to bed to make sure it's at a certain level to get the ideal amount of sleep. He had to have so many hours of sleep at night, and he had to take naps, he had to eat proper things. Extremely, extremely disciplined. LeBron James has disciplined habits. He calls himself an instrument for success and spends millions of dollars on yoga and massages and weight training and chefs and dietitians, et cetera, et cetera. USA Wrestling, training 3 times a day. USA Weightlifting, training 3 times a day. Those are all disciplines. You can see falling back on your training. 11 disciplined habits of a good student. You can list one of those there. Self-control is the ability to act the way you want to act when you find yourself in challenging situations, aka our R factor, our response. Accountable versus a excuse maker, discipline versus the entitled. They only play Dave because he's their favorite. Dave is their favorite because he works hard and is respectful. Derek Jeter on the habit of a winning mindset, believing in winning. That's just his commercial that they gave him when he retired. I just think it's awesome. Discipline is the hardest part. Jeff Johnson says to bulldoze your old habits. The hardest thing to do is to get rid of those habits. Losers lack discipline. They have bad habits and negative speak, no coping, no grit, coping strategies. And we will watch this, you'll watch this TED Talk on your own, just thinking about the word alexithymia. 80% of men can't express emotions into words. So alexithymia, expressing emotions in words. And think about these questions we've asked them before. Been told to stop crying, be a man, told to toughen up. You guys have a great day.